As Trump's government shutdown drags on and on, making it the longest government shutdown in American history by 4 days and counting, it's good to know that we at least have our members of Congress looking out for us. Yeah, yikes, I couldn't even say that one with a straight face. The Democrats and some Republicans in the House have done their job, having passed multiple bills to reopen the government. One of them could definitely pass, since the Senate has also passed similar spending bills, but Mitch McConnell won't even bring one of these bills to a vote. Why? Well, he doesn't want to have to override Trump's veto, which he could because no one except Trump is obsessed enough with this political stunt known as the border wall to let hundreds of thousands of federal workers starve without their paychecks. Federal workers are going to food banks because Trump lied about Mexico paying for the wall, and because Mitch McConnell is more concerned about an unconstitutional pro-Israel bill than the federal employees he's supposed to protect. For the third consecutive week, the Senate will consider S1, the Strengthening America's Security in the Middle East Act of 2019. The bill, authored by Senator Marco Rubio, contains a provision called the Combating BDS Act of 2019, which would allow local and state governments to discriminate against anyone using boycotts, divestment, or sanctions against Israel. So this is the priority: your AIPAC donors and lobbyists over federal workers. No, seriously, on AIPAC's website, this is listed as a top legislative priority for them. And thus, it's a top priority for Mitch McConnell and the Republicans. It's literally S1, the number one bill to consider. It has nothing to do with reopening the government or even with border security. It has to do with making sure that Israel, a foreign country, does not feel an iota of economic harm from private citizens and American businesses boycotting their violations of human rights and international law against the Palestinian people in Gaza. This is McConnell's priority right now. When was the last time the Senate voted twice in less than 24 hours to consider the same bill? Josh Rubner, a policy director at the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights, asked on Twitter. They're doing it right now on S1, a bill to authorize $38 billion in weapons for Israel and encourage states to deny contracts to people who support boycotts for Palestinian rights. Mitch McConnell himself is an AIPAC darling, having spoken at their conventions, and McConnell has taken the fifth most pro-Israel money out of any politician, and that includes 2 presidential candidates. So of course, this bill is a priority for him. This is what he has chosen to prioritize as the first Senate bill of the year, as hundreds of thousands of federal workers go hungry and go without paychecks, all because he won't bring the spending bill to the floor for a vote. He's made a political calculation that he doesn't want to upset the frothing at the mouth GOP base by overriding Trump's veto to reopen the government. So he's just chosen to do what he does best: prioritize his donors.